There's probably something salty or sweet within arm's reach of you. Maybe you already ate it. Maybe you told yourself you wouldn't, and then you did anyway, standing at the kitchen counter, hand in the bag, fully aware it was a bad idea while doing it. You did that this morning, or last night, or 20 minutes ago. And here's the strange part. You knew the chips weren't good for you. You knew the donut was a mistake. Your brain understood the entire situation and reached for it anyway. We treat that like a personal failing, a lack of willpower, but it isn't. That craving is one of the oldest instincts you own. It's older than money, older than cities, older than writing, older than farming. It's been running inside human heads for hundreds of thousands of years, and it worked perfectly the entire time, right up until about a century ago. So the real question isn't, why are you weak? The question is, why did evolution build a brain that wants the exact food that hurts it? Let's go back and figure out where this thing came from. Start at the beginning, not human beginning. Way before that. Sugar is one of the oldest rewards in the animal kingdom. Ripe fruit is loaded with it, and ripe fruit is a jackpot, quick energy, easy to digest, available for a narrow window before it rots. So animals that loved sugar ate more of it, survived a little better, and passed on that love. Long before anything human existed, the taste for sweet was already wired in as a yes, this, grab it signal. Then there's fat. Fat is the densest fuel a body can find in nature. Gram for gram, it packs more than double the energy of anything else. In a world where your next meal was a genuine question mark, a brain that screamed for fat wasn't broken, it was smart. And salt. Your body runs on salt. Nerves, muscles, blood, none of it works without it. But out on an ancient savanna, salt was rare and precious. So we evolved to chase it, to crave it, to find it delicious. Sweet, fatty, salty. Notice anything? That's the exact flavor profile of every single snack you're not supposed to eat. That's not a coincidence. That's your ancestry. But here's the thing. For almost all of human history, wanting these foods was completely safe, because you almost never got them. Picture actually living it. You're a human being 90,000 years ago. You want sugar? Great. Go find a tree, climb it, fight the bees, and hope the fruit's ripe and the birds didn't get there first. You want fat? Fantastic. Go hunt an animal that is bigger than you, faster than you, and would very much prefer you didn't. You want salt? Good luck. Every craving came attached to enormous effort. The wanting and the getting were balanced. Your brain could scream eat all the sugar as loud as it liked, because the environment made sure you physically couldn't. The desire was unlimited. The supply never was. So evolution never bothered to install an off switch. Think about that. There was no reason to build a stop. That's enough sugar reflex, because in 300,000 years, no human had ever encountered too much sugar. It didn't exist as a problem. We are running survival software with no upper limit in a world that suddenly has no lower limit. Now watch what happens when humans get good at food. Around 12,000 years ago, farming begins. Suddenly people can grow grain, store it, and pile up more calories in one place than any forager had ever seen. Bread appears. Beer appears. Actually one of the oldest processed treats we've found, brewed in the Near East thousands of years ago, because the second we could make a surplus, we started turning it into something that felt good. Same. Honestly, I'd have been first in line at the ancient beer cave too. Then honey. To an ancient human, honey was borderline magic, pure concentrated sweetness, and people risked a face full of stings to get it. There are cave paintings in Spain, around 8,000 years old, showing a tiny human figure climbing a cliff on a rope ladder to raid a wild beehive. Think about how badly you have to want sugar to climb a cliff for it. That's the craving, painted on a wall 8,000 years ago. But even then, this stuff was seasonal, expensive, and hard to get. Sugar was luxury. Fat was a feast, not a Tuesday. The instinct still couldn't get you into trouble because the world still couldn't keep up with it. Here's what makes this important. For your entire evolutionary history, craving equals seek out rare valuable food was one of the best deals your body ever made. It kept your ancestors alive through famine, through winter, through years when the hunt failed. Every single person in your family line, going back tens of thousands of generations, won that bet. You exist because they were good at wanting food. The instinct isn't the bug. The instinct is the reason you're here. And then, basically yesterday in human terms, everything flipped. The Industrial Revolution learns to refine sugar cheaply. Factories learn to extract and process fat and pump out salt by the ton. And then, in the 20th century, food companies figure out something genuinely clever and a little bit terrifying. They can combine all three at once. Sugar, fat, and salt, tuned in precise ratios, engineered in labs to hit your brain harder than anything found in nature ever could. Scientists actually have a name for the target. They call it the bliss point, the exact amount of sweetness or saltiness that makes a food maximally craveable. The sweet spot your reward system can't say no to. Snacks are literally designed backward from your instincts. They reverse engineered the ancient off switch you never had. Ripe fruit gives you sugar. A candy bar gives you sugar plus fat plus salt plus flavor in a combination that does not occur anywhere in the natural world. Your 300,000-year-old brain has never seen this. It has no defense. It just lights up like a slot machine and yells the only thing it knows how to yell. More. And here's the problem. There's no cliff to climb anymore. No bees. No hunt. No winter. The food is 2 feet away, it costs almost nothing, and it never runs out. The effort that used to protect you is gone. But the wanting? The wanting is exactly as strong as it was when your ancestors were risking their lives for a mouthful of honey. That's the whole trap. You didn't get weaker. Your instincts didn't change at all. The world changed, insanely fast, and left a caveman brain sitting in a candy store with unlimited credit. So here's the full picture. Animals crave sugar because ripe fruit is fuel. Humans crave fat because it's the richest energy in nature. We crave salt because our bodies can't run without it. For 300,000 years, those cravings were safe because everything delicious was rare and hard to reach. Farming gave us surplus. Honey and beer gave us our first taste of concentrated pleasure. Industry made it cheap. And modern food science aimed all 3 ancient buttons at once and pressed as hard as it possibly could. Which brings us back to you, standing at the counter, hand in the bag, knowing better and doing it anyway. You're not weak, you're just a hunter-gatherer holding a snack that was specifically designed to beat you. That craving kept 1,000 generations of your family alive. It's not a flaw in you. It's a feature that outlived the world it was built for. Maybe that doesn't make it easier to close the bag, but at least now, when your brain screams more, you know exactly who's shouting and how far they had to climb to get here. Something to sit with next time the vending machine wins. And if you like the kind of question that turns a bad habit into a 100,000-year-old story, stick around. There's plenty more where this came from.